Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons. At the elbow, it's Jordan. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. Off target with his three. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board.
It's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
Pass to Nembhard. For three, Siakam. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
DeRozan scanning the floor. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Now here's Duncan. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And Zoelos will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Sabonis. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Clearly, Sabonis has that shot dialed in before he even gets the ball. He catches it and shoots it with a quick release.
Turner with the screen. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
A big like Turner just using that height inside. It's almost a lost art.
DeRozan trying to get open. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Inside, and he converts the layup. Duncan's got 5 now.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
DeRozan on the wing. Outside, Sabonis. And it's off from three-point range.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Halliburton outside. And stolen by Jordan. Ellis outside. The kick out to Sabonis. Sabonis can't get that one to go.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple. .103 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Turner. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. The Kings trail by 4. It's stolen by Duncan. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton in the corner. Going inside. And Halliburton slams it in.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
Now here's Ellis. No scoring in this one. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock to end the run. It's hauled in by Duncan. Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. No good on the triple. And so it's Indiana with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking me in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 6 points.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
In the corner, it's Nesmith. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. No good with the triple. DeRozan with it. And it's Toppin picking him up. Screen by Valanciunas. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Chalk up 2 there.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
McConnell with it. In the corner, it's Nesmith. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Jordan, the bounce pass. Screened by Valanciunas. Michael Jordan on the wing. 8 points for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Nesmith. First 3-pointers off the mark. And Zoelis will bring it up for Sacramento. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Jordan Harden wide open. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. In the corner, it's Nesmith. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And he hits it to tie the game up. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Knocks it loose and taken away by Ellis.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game.
The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player, a great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been an elite scorer since he picked up a basketball.
Over in the corner, Shepard. Toppin hits it from 3-point range. Toppin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Down low. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Fultz. 1 for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Monk's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Kings.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. And stolen by McConnell. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Shepard. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
Assisted.
And now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Don't usually see him shooting the 3. Valanciunas has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team. Substituting on the court.
20 seconds left to play in the first half. And Nembhard has it in the corner. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Pass to Murray. Back to Monk. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Sacramento. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so it's Indiana with it. And here's Halliburton. Duncan in the corner. It's good from long range. Duncan's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Pacers. Here's Fultz. Nothing on the board. Pass to LaRavia. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Pacers leading by 3. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And here is Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Siakam's got 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Injecting energy into his team. That is what Malik Monk does.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And RJ, Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Pass to Nembhard. 4 on the clock. Here's Duncan. It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Kings trail by 4. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Back to Murray. Sacramento moving it around. Here's LaRavia. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's sent back by Turner. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Nembhard. He has yet to score. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Duncan in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Halliburton for 3. He can't hit that time. The Kings trailed by 4. Right side, Sabonis. Murray outside. Pass to Monk. Stripped it away. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Here they come, fans. Your 9-1-6.
Here's Jordan. He's got 10. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. In the corner, it's Levine. McConnell with it. Now, Valanciunas defending. Now, McConnell. Still yet to score. To the paint. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Outside Crowder. 6 to shoot. And Crowder is it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. McConnell scanning the floor. Traps in the tray. McConnell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pacers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Off target from three-point range. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Siakam. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he's good on the second. Pacers leading by 7. Now, here is Haliburton. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
What a slam by Haliburton, using that agility to make a statement.
Ellis with it. Scoreless thus far. Here's Jordan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Jordan. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pacers out in front, leading by 7. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Timeout, Kings.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for the team. Now, he said, come on, can anybody make a 3? We have to be better from deep. He implored his team to find the shooters, get them open with movement and picks. We'll see if it works, guys.
Thanks so much, David. To the inside. He can't get that one. Nice D from Duncan. Pacers leading by 7. No one near Turner as he lets it go. A 3-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside, Sabonis. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Sabonis has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Kings. And here's Haliburton. Turner with the screen. Duncan in the corner. And Duncan throws it down.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Haliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Pass to Levine. Sabonis. And another three for Sacramento.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. And the wide open shot from Duncan. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pacers lead by 6.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Outside, Levine. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Siakam with it, picked up by Ellis. And finished off by Siakam.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Kicks it out to Jordan. Left side, Sabonis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Sabonis has got 9 points now in the quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Now, here's Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton for 3. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. To the middle. Murray, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Nembhard with it. Out to Duncan. Turner looking around. It's Nembhard on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Nembhard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Wasted no time on that one.
Answering the bell, Sabonis. Big time, guys.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. They've led by as much as 10. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
A nice shot by Jordan.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Siakam outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Halliburton. Turner for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up.
Here's Jordan. Count it.
And I think hitting that championship-winning shot his freshman year of college, Jordan has brought that clutch gene with him to the pros.
Pass to Halliburton. Siakam outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Levine's shot is off.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution for the Pacers. 0-0. Benedict McNamara.
And so the Pacers take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up.
Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. So the Bucks win the tip. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Talk about these two teams tonight. I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You cannot let Dame get good looks, especially from the corner.
Jordan with it. Sabonis outside. Jordan up top. Picked by Sabonis. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Lopez. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, yeah, I was able to talk to Sacramento's head coach. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Allie, thank you. Sacramento grabs the miss. Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon. One of the underappreciated guys in this league. DeRozan just goes out, puts up big numbers, and he doesn't really get the shine that I think he truly deserves.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, a valuable contributor, averaging 25 points a game. Driving inside, DeMar DeRozan grabs the miss.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Kuzma. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
It's Lopez, high post. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Jordan. Picked by Sabonis. Kicks it to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. And that misses. That would have put him up. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Antetokounmpo. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Jordan inside. The rebound by the Bucks. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's DeRozan. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Kings trail by 7. Here's Ellis. Yet to see a basket from outside the arc. And DeMar DeRozan hits from deep.
Encouraging to see DeMar DeRozan knock it down from 3. This helps open up the entire offense even more.
And here's Lopez from the arc. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. In transition. Jordan misses.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Jordan with it. And it's Kuzma picking him up. And, yep, it's good.
A true team-first guy. Sabonis is always ready to share the ball.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Marley. For 3, here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Picked by Sabonis. The 3 ball. Knocks down the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Sacramento on top. They're up by 1.
14. The Bucks. 13.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
The Kings leading. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Ellis. He's scoreless. They set a pick. Back to Jordan. the glass to finish the layup.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. That drops, and it comes off an assist from LaVine. Jordan's got 6 points.
Because he draws so much attention on offense, the D, look, they're going to have problems with LaVine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Yeah, not a smart move on that pass. Hopefully he'll learn from that.
The Bucks trail by 3. Back to Beal. Takes a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Drops in the 3.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Prince with the bucket. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Prince with the bucket.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. To the paint. Pass to Ellis. And here's Sabonis. From the arc. Prince grabs the miss. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Giannis end to end.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
Timeout called, the Kings. And the Bucks making a change here. 1:46 left to play in the first half. Outside Fultz. The 3 from Valanciunas. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
There's Fultz with a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets... Oh! Throw it down! Wow!
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Murray, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Lillard. Lillard flying in for the... finish.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Timeout call, Sacramento. And so Muck will bring it up for the Kings. Outside Fultz. Out to the right wing. To end the run. And it's good on the layup. Fultz has got his first 2 points of the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Lillard looking around. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And for a franchise that was down for so long, it must be nice to be a Kings fan these days, RJ.
Brian, the team has a strong core and direction consistently in the postseason mix. It is a breath of fresh air for Kings fans who have endured the previous 2 decades.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And it's LaRavia missing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, inside Lillard is just so scrappy, turning aggressive defense into a foul while shooting.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Pass to Murray. Launches it from deep. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Valanciunas sets a screen. Right side Murray. That 3's off the mark. The Bucks leading by 4. The floater. And it's finished off by Antetokounmpo as he lays it in.
And the soft touch on the floater. Giannis just making a challenging shot look effortless.
Valanciunas sets a screen. Pass to Monk. It's stolen. 3-on-3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
And the Kings call time here. And here are the Kings now, trailing by 8. Picked by Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Lopez with it. Now here's Lillard, defended by DeRozan. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Levine with a steal.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
The Bucks leading by 6. To the inside, Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
Jordan inside. He's got 13. And it's DeRozan missing.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical. And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Over to the wing. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers, it's almost effortless how he shoots.
Pass to Sabonis. Here's Jordan. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Now Antetokounmpo. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. To the wing, right side. And Lopez gets it to go.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
DeRozan, left side. And another basket for Sacramento.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Bucks substitution. Bobby Portis.
Fires from deep. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Picked by Sabonis. Back to DeRozan.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Jordan goes in. And slam dunked by Jordan.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Out to Portis. Beal outside. Clock at 4. The 3. He buries it from 3. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Beal outside. Monk with a steal. Here's Ellis. And a miss there on the triple. The Bucks leading by 14. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Count it. Antetokounmpo has got 20 points.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Monk for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Here's Ellis. Pass to Levine. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. Murray connects from outside.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Lillard. It's picked off. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And the basket by Monk. Monk's got his first points of the night. It's Beal on the wing. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Pass to Ellis. Picked by Murray. On the wing, Murray. Shoots in deep. Shot by Levine, no good.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pass to Valanciunas. On the wing, Murray. Here's Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. It's deflected.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
Knocks it down from distance.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Lillard. And here's Kuzma. Lets the three fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kuzma's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now here's Valanciunas. Murray for three. Giannis with the rebound. The Bucks leading by 13. And there's the lob. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Here's Jordan. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bucks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
It's just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Pass to Murray. Outside Fultz. To the right side. Back to Jordan. "32 seconds left in the game. Can't get it to drop. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot comes out. Pass to Jordan. Driving in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
I love it when young players add elements to their game. If Murray can continue to pass like that, he'll be tough to slow down.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Kings play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you live here from Sacramento, California. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Outside Jordan. A shot by Sabonis, nobody around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right now, Sabonis just taking charge, taking initiative, getting aggressive on offense.
In the corner, it's James. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
DeRozan for three. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Drops in the tray.
Well, not a volume shooter, but the three-point percentages from KCP, they're solid.
DeRozan's shot is off. And here's Los Angeles. 6-point game. James wide open. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Pass to Sigma. Shot, high post. And again, it's the Lakers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ellis surveying the D. The kick out to Sabonis. In the corner, it's Levine. 5 on the clock. The 19-footer is on the money.
There aren't many better at shooting from that range than Levine. He is lethal from that spot.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Back to Caldwell Pope. From outside, off the mark. The Kings trail by 10. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Suggs. Following the score by DeMar DeRozan. LeBron James on the wing. The offensive rebound. Sigma. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He hits both from the stripe.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
And they've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Now here's Jordan. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Drills the three-pointer.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left wing. Sabonis. Sacramento again missing. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And just not the guy you want shooting the ball from the free throw line against you. Caldwell Pope can more than hold his own.
Pass to DeRozan. And he's good on the 3-ball. DeRozan's got 5 points so far.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Lakers on top.
The Lakers, 29.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game. Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. And he ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
And here is Vanderbilt. Pass to Vincent. They get a hand on it. Vassell outside. Another shot. Rebound by the Kings. Left side, Jordan. Latrey. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. He's got 5.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
To the right side. Pass to Oubre. Vanderbilt with it. Still without a basket. Isaac misses. Levine wide open. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Los Angeles leading by 12. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time.
Zach LaVine.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
It's Vassell on the wing. Vanderbilt with the screen. Pass to Vincent. It's stolen by DeRozan.
But aside from that possession, they've done a pretty good job of keeping the turnovers way down this game.
And we don't talk about the shooting of LaVine enough. Connecting from three at a great clip over his career.
Here's Vincent, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 12. Outside, Sabonis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Vassell outside. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Here's LaVine. And the jam by LaVine.
And over the years, LaVine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Back to Vassell. Pass to Oubre. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Vincent. Hits it from three-point range. Vincent's got 6 here in this quarter. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
In the corner, it's LaVine. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And how about the confidence on display from LaVine? Just daring the D to get physical with him.
Some changes for the Lakers. And he makes both free throws. 1:09 left in the first half. Screen by James. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got 14 points for the game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Monk outside. Here's Fultz. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Fultz has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and Fultz is a capable shooter. I like seeing him get going here in that mid-range.
Back to Suggs. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Edwards. Takes the three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas just needs a little bit of airspace. He's so big, easy for him to get to the rim.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Fultz. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Kings trailed by 14. And there's the foul. It's on Justin Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Fultz. Murray outside. Trying to find Suggs and gets it to him.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
As he's gotten older, LeBron has changed his body, relying a little more on that power.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Wasted no time on that one. Caldwell Pope's got 17.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Valanciunas, good.
Valanciunas continues to work on that shot. The catch and shoot and a great rhythm there.
For three, Caldwell Pope. And another three for the Lakers.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And it's LaRavia missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. Pass to Valanciunas. Sacramento moving it around. It's stolen by Edwards. Pushing it up. And the dunk by James.
Incredible feel for the game. LeBron knows when it's his job to set the tone offensively.
Screen by Valanciunas. In the corner, Murray with it. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Lakers leading by 18. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
He gets it in there. LeBron's got 6 points in the quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Ellis bounce pass.
2 minutes remaining.
And they get it.
2 minutes.
It's hauled in by Sigma. The Lakers controlling the game. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Vincent. Bangs home the trifecta. Vincent's got 9.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Michael Jordan on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Kings need to get out the shot here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. And Ellis drops them both. Now Vincent, he's got 9. Pass to Suggs. High post try. It's hauled in by the Kings. And here's Jordan outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Los Angeles leading by 23. Here is Sigma. Here's Vincent. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Outside, Sabonis. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. He's got 8.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And so it's Los Angeles holding it.
The Lakers, 66.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now, here's Vassell. Isaac a screen. Pass to Oubre. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Oubre.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Out to DeRozan. Outside, Sabonis. Ellis with it. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Pass to Jordan. Outside, Sabonis. Jordan inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Caldwell Pope left side. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the Lakers.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
And stolen by Vassell. Count that one from Isaac.
And for Rui, that guy was wide open, so that's an easy delivery.
And stolen by James. And taken away by Ellis. For 3, Levine. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. James. And the dunk by James.
Just a masterful offensive player, utilizing that pick with great intelligence there.
Sacramento moving it around. DeRozan a screen. The 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Screen by James. Launches it from deep. Sabonis grabs the board. And here are the Kings now. In the corner, it's Levine. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with a team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Levine on the follow.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Vassell wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Here's Jordan. He's off on that one. Good D by LeBron. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And this starts a very short homestand for them. And while it's only a few games, they have to take advantage of the opportunity to feed off their crowd.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Sarr. Back to Davis. Drills it from deep. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Jordan misses. Here's Thor. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Pass to Ellis. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Outside Levine. Here's Ellis. Clock at 6. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Kicks it to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. And here's Sabonis outside. Knocks down the triple.
Don't sleep on the big man now. Domantas Sabonis can be effective in catch and shoot.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Here's Ellis.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Levine. Back to Jordan. Good.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
Davis with it. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Sarr. The 3-ball. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Here's Ellis. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, just a tremendous find by Domantas Sabonis. This guy plays the game the right way.
Smart outside. 4-3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Kings leading. All right, let's kick it over to Allie, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brian Keefe.
I asked Coach how they plan on bottling up DeMar DeRozan, and he kept the answer simple. Stay attached and stay in front of him. DeMar loves to get to his spots, and we know where those are, so we just have to make him work for it. I'm sure they'll be trying to limit his mid-range looks, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Kicks it out to Smart to halt the run. And rebounded by Zach LaVine. Sacramento leading by 4. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise-low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Pass to Thor. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Jordan with it. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ellis, good. Ellis has got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Davis. And here comes the break. Jordan, a good look. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He wants to review the game plan. The Wizards trail by 8. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside for Davis. Offline with a 3. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Levine can't hit.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Smart. Into the lane. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
You know, this is in part what makes Marcus Smart very dangerous, right? He can slice into the defense. He's got that remarkable speed to get where he wants.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Vukcevic. Now here's Horford. Up in time. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
17.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Jordan. And here's Sabonis outside. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for Washington. They trail by 3. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Back to Smart. Coulibaly on the wing. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. DeRozan up top. Pass to Ellis. Jordan with it. Here's Ellis. He's got 6. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, DeMar DeRozan gets off his feet in a hurry. I love it.
And Washington with possession. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Sarr. Here's Thor. Just 5 to shoot. A deep 3. And Sarr, good for 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And here's Levine. Coulibaly defending. Levine can't hit.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the night. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
He drops it from range. Sabonis has got 7 points.
And if you give him a good enough look, Sabonis will make you pay from range.
Pass to Carrington. Three-pointer Kispert. And the Wizards with with another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Jordan with it. They double team Sabonis. Back to Jordan. Wide open. And the jumper is on the mark. Give him 8 points now.
And forget position. Sabonis is one of the best overall passers in the league.
To the left wing. To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's Ellis. And a miss there on the triple. The Wizards trail by 5. Pass to Carrington. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Washington shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And the second free throw is good. Will grant the Kings one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Pretty even game going on here in D.C. Pass to Levine. Sabonis outside. Launches a three. Here's Ellis. From outside, off the mark.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Fultz. Pass to Monk. From the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Markelle Fultz trying to be a better floor general. On time and on target. Do that consistently.
Here's Carrington. Poole outside. Screen by Horford. The kick out to Poole. Takes a three. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up.
What a response by Jordan Poole. Not sure you want to duel with him from beyond the arc.
Pass to LaRavia. Up for three. Now here's Fultz. Back to Valanciunas. He tries for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
Kispert outside. Pass to Carrington. Back to Poole. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's just about tremendous body control from Jordan Poole. Takes the bump and the bucket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. 17 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Fultz. He's scoreless. Outside Monk. The three. And the Kings with another three.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Kings ahead. They lead by 2. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. That'll be a 5-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Here's Coulibaly. A three off the inbound. Valanciunas with a rebound. Timeout called. Sacramento. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
The Kings leading. Now Levine. No made baskets yet. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
One thing you don't have to worry about with Levine is his scoring. You pretty much know he's going to give you points each and every night.
Over to the left wing. And Valanciunas over to help. Outside Coulibaly. Shot clock at 6. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. From deep, Sarr. Rebound by Sacramento.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Buries it from 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And the Kings have held tough. But it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Grant.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Pass to Ellis. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Outside Coulibaly. Washington again can't hit.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Levine, good.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Coulibaly. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keith. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Wizards trail by 10. Coulibaly with it. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Here's Sarr. Pass to Thor. Here's Coulibaly. Pure from 3-point range. Coulibaly's got 6 points.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Now here's Murray, defended by Smart. Here's Jordan. Outside Fultz. Off the mark there with a 3.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
He gets it in there. And it's now only a 5-point Sacramento lead.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Fultz scanning the floor. They kick it out to Murray. Murray connects from outside.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Smart with the bucket.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Coulibaly on the wing. Here's Sarr. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Smart outside. Pass to Thor. Now Davis. Over Murray. Davis can't hit.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Murray with it. Lets the three fly. Hits the trifecta. Murray's got 6 here in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. And here's Poole. He's got 6. Pass to Carrington.
Sacramento foul. Michael Jordan. First personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the third quarter.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
For 3. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. And now an 11-point Kings lead.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
To the left side wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fultz into the lane. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, Markelle Fultz doesn't stand and settle for a jumper. He attacks the rim with that athleticism. Nicely done.
Out to Horford. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kispert outside to win the run. Gets the 3 to fall. Kispert's got 6 points. The Kings lead by 10. Here's Fultz. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Corey Kispert. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, guys, certainly Markelle Fultz had a rocky start with his first organization, but the change of scenery has helped him immensely, and I think he's proven, while still finding his footing, that there is a place for him at this level.
That'll count. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter.
The Kings, 59.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The Wizards trail by 13. Outside Davis. Pass to Smart. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Oh, that's offensive interference. Here's Washington now. Here's Thor.
Sacramento foul. Michael Jordan. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Kings on D. And Davis gets double teamed. Here's Horford.
Boy, nicely contested by Levine. He can be a smothering defender when focused.
Down low. Jordan misses in close. A difficult situation for Washington. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on 3-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
The Wizards making a switch here. On the wing, Levine. Sabonis outside. Pass to Jordan. Back to Sabonis. Out left to the wing. Levine with it. 5 on the clock. Cash money on the open jump shot. And the Kings lead by 12.
Great elevation on the J. Levine becoming more and more consistent with that.
And so it's Fultz who brings it up for the Kings. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's LaVine for 3. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a core first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Davis goes in. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Sarr. Back to Smart. And Smart nails the triple.
Well, Marcus Smart will not let that last 3 go unanswered. He delivers one of his own.
Jordan with it. Tipped away. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Here's LaVine for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Kings?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And the technical free throw is good.
But I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
The shot is good. Fultz making the play.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
From deep, Jordan. Horford pulls it in. The Wizards trail by 16. Well, Doris, you covered him. Jordan Poole was electric in the 2022 NBA Finals.
Well, B.A., there's no doubt they do not win the title without Jordan Poole and the lift he gave them at various points in that finals run. This guy is electric on the offensive end when his game is working. There's never been a question about whether Jordan Poole can fill it up in a hurry. This guy has got as versatile an offensive skill set as you can want.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Kings.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
B.A., the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
Shot on the wing. And he can't bank that one in. Poole outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Takes the 3. Connects from downtown. And here's Jordan. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Poole from long range. Outside LaVine. It's stolen by Poole. Jumps up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Boy, you can see the way Jordan Poole's speed changes the game in transition. He can turn on the jets.
So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks.